Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Blade. Right here is my turtle son, Jimmy, and welcome back to another week review of the NFL Quiet Mode. In this video, I'm going to review the games and some stuff that has happened in week 3. We'll talk about my predictions, what I got right, what I got wrong, and then we will make some predictions on week 4. In this corner here, somewhere here, I'm going to keep a little record. If that number is green, I got a prediction right. If that number is red, I got a prediction wrong. Are you guys ready? Let's get into this.
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Kicking us off, we had the Dolphins and the Bills. I had the Bills winning this, and they did. The Dolphins scored on their first possession. The Bills then scored on their drive to tie it, then extended their lead. After some back and forth, the Dolphins tied it, only for the Bills to retake the lead. The score stayed this way until the Dolphins tied it in the fourth again, only for the Bills to again retake the lead. The Dolphins had plenty of time to get downfield and tie it, but then Tua threw a pick, allowing the Bills to get one last kick in to bring us to our 31-21 final. Prime also did something kind of wild. We went to commercial, and then when we got back from commercial, they were like, hey, do you remember when Tyreek Hill beat his wife?
The NFL is investigating accusations of domestic violence against Tyreek Hill. In filings made earlier this month related to his divorce, Hill's ex-wife alleges he was violent with her on 8 separate occasions dating back to January 2024. He's denied this and has not been charged criminally. In 2015, Hill pleaded guilty to domestic violence charges stemming from his time at Oklahoma State, guys.
Like, bro, why are we talking about this right now? And why did you zoom in on him? Then to start off Sunday, we had the Falcons and the Panthers. I had the Falcons here, and whoa, was that wrong. I can do this whole game just by saying the Falcons got blown out 30-0, and they missed every kick they had from start to finish. Michael Penix threw 2 interceptions, one of them being a pick 6, and it got so bad that the Falcons tried to stop the bleeding by throwing big Kirko Chains in there. It got so bad that we're like, yeah, get Kirk Cousins in there. Next, we had the Packers and the Browns. I had the Packers winning this, but the Browns decided that this week is the perfect week for an upset. The Packers scored first with the kick. Joe Flacco would then throw a pick to end the half. Then in the third, the Packers would extend their lead with a touchdown. With 3 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock, the Browns would get on the board with a kick. Jordan Love would throw an interception, allowing the Browns to then tie the game. With 20 seconds left on the clock, the Packers line up the kick, but the Browns block the kick and get possession of the ball, then walk off the Packers with a kick. Packers, what happened? What happened? Then we had my Texans taking on the Jags. I said that the Jags would win this, and well, yeah. The Texans had a chance to get on the board early, but Kaimi missed the kick. The Jags then scored first with 7. The Texans responded with 3. The Jags then extended with 3. They had a chance to extend with another kick, but they missed. Stroud would then throw a pick.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Boy, if you don't get spare chance.
Thankfully, T-Law would then throw a pick for the Texans to get the ball back and actually score a touchdown to tie the game. The Jags responded to this by scoring another touchdown. Now, from here, the Texans have the ball. They start moving downfield and they're making good time. They get into Jags territory. Stroud throws a pick and we lose. What is it? Like, is it Stroud himself? Is it our O-line? Is it Nick Haley? It's definitely Nick Haley. Do you guys remember what I said when we got rid of Slowick? We need to make sure that we rolled a nat 20 on our next roll for OC. It seems like a good fit
on paper, but if it will be executed correctly is the thing, because this could go very wrong if we aren't careful. And we just started to do good again. All right, I don't want to go back to the dark times. Okay, this whole team for a while was just the darkest of times, and I don't want to do that again. Okay, I can't do it anymore. We need to, please.
Do you see how it turned out? But it's also definitely our O-line for sure. Because, like, right now, our O-line consists of air, grass, and opportunity. A whole lot of opportunity. And it's just not going well for us. What are we supposed to do? I would like for us to move on from Nick Haley now. Like, ASAP, no Rocky. You feel me? We need to get on the phone, get Bobby Slowick. Hey, baby, you up? Let's rekindle the flame. Let's remember what we had. Let's get that back, baby girl. Okay. Moving on, we had the Bengals and the Vikings. I had the Vikings winning this, and holy blowout did they. The Vikings started off by dropping 17 points on the Bengals' heads. One of those was a pick six. The Bengals then responded by putting up 3. The Vikings responded to this by skyhooking 31 points on the Bengals. The Bengals would then score one last touchdown to bring us to our 48-10 final. Yikes, brother. Yikes. After this, the Steelers took on the Pats. I had the Steelers winning this, and they did. The Steelers started off with a couple of touchdowns. The Pats then responded with a touchdown of their own. They had a chance to tie the game, but Drake made through a pick in the end zone. That's okay, because then Aaron Rodgers, being the gent that he is, gave it right back. Only for the Pats to say, no, I insist, and give the ball right back. The Pats would then eventually tie it. The Steelers would then get one last touchdown to bring us to our 21-14 final. Next is the Rams and the Eagles. I had the Eagles winning this, and they just made it. The Eagles scored first with a touchdown, and then the Rams responded by dropping 26 points on them. From here, the Eagles would fight back and come all the way back to win 27-26. After this, we had the Jets taking on the Buccaneers. I had the Bucs winning this, and they did, but man, it got close. The Jets scored first with a kick, which was followed by the Bucs tying it, and then the Jets taking the lead with a kick. The Bucs responded to this by dropping 13 more points on the Jets. In the fourth, the Jets would show a little more fight and score a touchdown. This was followed by the Bucs kicking to extend their lead. The Jets then pushed back a little more and put another tutty on the board. The Jets would then block a field goal and run it back for a touchdown, and their coach would hit the waviest move I have ever seen. Only for the Bucs to walk it off with a kick. After this, we had the Colts taking on the Titans. I had the Colts winning this, and they did. Cam Ward's first pass this game was a pick six. The Titans would then get 3 on the board. The Colts extended their lead to 17. The Titans got closer-ish with the kick, then had a chance to get closer with another one, but that one missed. The Colts had a chance to extend their lead, and that kick missed. The Titans had a chance to get closer, and you aren't going to believe what happened. Miss. The Colts would end the half by finally making a kick. In the second half, the teams would go back and forth with both teams scoring touchdowns left and right to get us to our 41-20 final. And then we had the Raiders taking on the Commanders. I had the Commanders winning this, and yeah, baby. The Commanders started off with a touchdown. The Raiders then responded with a kick. The Commanders had a chance to extend their lead, but the kick was no good. They would get that kick later. The Raiders then tie the game with a touchdown. From here, the Commanders would slam down 24 points to make it 34-10. The Raiders would fight back with 2 touchdowns, bringing us to our 24-34 final. Moving on, we had the Broncos and the Chargers. I had the Chargers winning this one, and they did. The Chargers scored first with a kick. The score stayed this way for a long time. It wouldn't be until after the 2-minute warning of the first half where the Chargers would extend their lead with a touchdown. Then to end the half, the Broncos would get themselves on the board with a touchdown. Then they would take the lead with another touchdown. The Chargers then got closer with the kick. The Broncos then extended with the kick, and that would do it from them. From here, the Chargers would tie the game, then walk off the Broncos with a kick. The Saints took on the Seahawks. I had the Seahawks here, and that was right. The Seahawks started off by dropping 21 points on the Saints' head. The Saints responded to this with a kick. That was followed by the Seahawks dropping 17 more points. The Saints responded with another kick. So the Seahawks said, watch this, and kicked 2 more times to make it 44-6. From here, all the Saints could do was get one last touchdown to bring us to our 13-44 final. Another yikes. Then we had the Bears and the Cowboys. I had the Bears winning this, and when I told my coworker this, he said, nah, you crazy, bro. We're not losing to those stinking Bears. Then they lost. The Bears scored first with a touchdown, then celebrated by walking on their knees? Hard. The Cowboys then put up 3, only for the Bears to score another touchdown. Malik Hooker got so cooked this route, he threw a fit on the sidelines. The Cowboys then kicked another field goal, then tied the game with a non-violent Pickett touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and that was it. From here, the Bears dunked 17 more points to bring us to our 14-31 final. Then we had the Cardinals taking on the 49ers. I had the 49ers winning this, and they did. Literally nothing happened in the first quarter. Not a damn thing. The first score came with the Cardinals kicking. The 49ers then tied it, then took the lead with another kick. The Cardinals then tied it again. The 49ers then took the lead with a touchdown. Then the Cards tied it again. The Cardinals then brought us our first safety of the season, I think. The 49ers then got downfield and walked it off with a kick. Then we had the Chiefs and the Giants. I had the Chiefs winning this because, I mean, like, come on now. The Chiefs scored first with a couple of kicks. Russ then threw a pick. That's okay because then the Chiefs would miss their kick. The Giants would then get on the board with a touchdown, but the kick was blocked. The Chiefs would then retake the lead with a kick and a touchdown. The Giants would kick one last time, and that would do it for them. From here, the Chiefs would pile 6 more points onto the Giants, bringing us to our 22-9 final. Finally, on Monday night, the night of recording, so literally like a few hours ago, we had the Ravens and the Lions. I had the Lions winning this one, and they did. The Lions scored first with a touchdown. This was followed by the Ravens tying it. The Lions then took the lead with another touchdown, only for the Ravens to tie it again. And then the Ravens took the lead with a touchdown, and then the Lions tied it. Then the Lions took the lead again. The Ravens kicked to get closer. This was followed by the Lions extending with a kick and a touchdown to make it 38-24, and that would do it from them. From here, the Ravens scored a touchdown to bring us to our 38-30 final. Alright, that brings us to my week 4 predictions. Here, I'm going to look at all the matchups, and I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win. I did pretty good week 3, so hopefully that energy can keep rolling a little bit. Alright? You guys ready? Let's get into this.
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
So, kicking off Thursday, we have the Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Give me the Seahawks here. I do really feel like the Seahawks and the Cardinals are really 50-50 at the moment. Like, this could go either way. But I just feel like the Seahawks were going to be the ones that come out on top in this match. Then to kick off Sunday, we have the Vikings and the Steelers. Give me the Vikings here. Again, another game that I feel will be really close, but I feel like the Vikings walk away with it. After that, we have the Commanders taking on the Falcons. Give me the Commanders here by quite a bit. Then we have the Saints taking on the Bills. I'm going to say the Bills by 1,000,000,000. Then we have the Cleveland Browns taking on the Lions. Give me the Lions by 2,000,000,000. Next, we have the Tennessee Titans taking on my Houston Texans. This will be the game that the Texans win. This is the turnaround point. The Texans win here, alright? After this, we have the Panthers and the Pats. After seeing how Carolina did with week 3, I don't really know. I feel like the Pats will probably win this one, but I feel like the Panthers will make it closer than we expect. So I'm gonna say that the Pats are gonna win this one and pray. After that, we have the Chargers and the New York Giants. Give me the Chargers here by quite a lot. Then we have the Eagles taking on the Buccaneers. I'm going to say that the Eagles win this one. I feel like this will be a really good matchup. I feel like it'll be close, and I feel like it'll be a shootout. I feel like Eagles-Buccaneers matchups are always a shootout, so this will be a pretty fun game to watch. Then we have the Jacksonville Jags taking on the 49ers. Give me the 49ers here. Then Indiana takes on the Rams. Give me the Rams here. Indiana is a really strong team at the moment, but they're a strong team in the AFC South. I'm not afraid to admit it. The AFC South kind of sucks. So I'm going to say that the Rams take this. Then we have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I feel like the Ravens take this one. Yeah, give me the Ravens here. Then we have the Chicago Bears taking on the Raiders. This is again a really 50-50 kind of game. I feel like this could be a toss-up, anyone's game sort of deal. I'm gonna say Chicago wins this one. Yeah, I feel like Chicago is a lot stronger than the Raiders at the moment, despite both of them being pretty bad. Then on Sunday night, we have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cowboys. This is going to be a good game. Micah Parsons going against his former team. It's going to be real tough on the Cowboys because the Packers absolutely win this game. Then on Monday night, we have a doubleheader. I'm not a huge fan of the Monday night doubleheaders. I feel like just leave it to one game. I feel like it's not really prime time if there's two teams taking up the prime time slot, you know? But whatever. Starting us off on Monday, we have the Jets taking on the Dolphins in our Tank Bowl. I feel like the Dolphins win this one, and then they turn it around a little bit. Then we have the Bengals taking on the Broncos. I'm going to say that the Broncos win this one because the Bengals just aren't the Bengals without Joe Burrow, which is crazy because Joe Burrow gets injured a lot and is out for the season a lot. So I feel like they should be better at this, but they never really are. So give me the Broncos here. Alright, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, share with a friend. Please subscribe here. It helps me out quite a bit. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think that the predictions that I laid out are good or bad. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, night, peace, bye, whatever.